Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something: failure is not the end. It's merely a stepping stone on the road to success. It's a part of the process that molds and shapes you into who you're meant to be. You see, most people are so scared of failing that they never even try. They let the fear of falling short paralyze them into inaction. But what if I told you that failure is actually your greatest teacher, your biggest ally in this journey we call life? Failure is not something to run from. It's something to embrace, to learn from, and to use as fuel for your fire. Think about this for a moment. Every single person you admire, every successful person you know today has a closet full of failures. I'm talking about failures you wouldn't believe. They've been knocked down more times than they can count, and they faced obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. But what separates them from the rest is not their talent, it's not their intelligence, and it's certainly not their luck. No, it's their ability to get back up, to dust themselves off, and to go at it again with more determination than before. They turn their failures into fuel for their future successes. They don't let setbacks stop them, they let setbacks set them up for a comeback. You see, they understand something most people don't, that every no brings them closer to a yes, and every failure is just another step on the path to success. They see failure not as a dead end, but as a detour, a redirection towards something greater. They know that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a crucial part of it. Without failure, there can be no growth, no learning, and ultimately no success. Think about how powerful that is. Every time you fail, you're actually one step closer to your goals. You're gaining the knowledge, the experience, and the resilience you need to achieve what you set out to do. Every failure is like a rough diamond. You have to chisel away at it to reveal its true value. And the only way to chisel away is to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep striving despite the setbacks and the obstacles. So today, I want to share with you the secret sauce, the blueprint for turning your failures into the stepping stones of your success. I want to give you the tools you need to shift your mindset and turn every no into a building block for your future. We're going to dive deep into what it takes to embrace failure, to learn from it, and to use it to propel you forward. Because once you understand this secret, once you start applying it in your life, there's nothing that can stop you from reaching your dreams. Embrace failure as part of the journey. Failure is not something to be feared or avoided. It is a natural and essential part of the process towards success. It's like learning to ride a bike. You're going to fall a few times before you get the hang of it. Those falls are what teach you balance, perseverance, and determination. The moment you start seeing failure not as a defeat, but as a lesson, everything changes. Each failure is a lesson that helps refine your approach and strategy. It's molding you into the person you need to become to handle the success that's coming your way. Instead of letting failure break your spirit, let it build your character. Every time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? When you embrace failure, you're not just accepting it, you're using it to fuel your journey to greatness. Learn from every setback. Every setback, every failure carries within it the seed of an equal or greater success. But here's the catch: you have to be willing to dig deep and extract the lessons. It's not enough to just fail, you need to analyze your failure. Ask yourself tough questions. What did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? How can I prevent this from happening again? When you take the time to dissect your failures, you gain insights that you wouldn't have gained otherwise. It's like gathering pieces of a puzzle. Each lesson learned brings you one step closer to seeing the bigger picture. Remember, failure only becomes a failure if you don't learn from it. But when you take the lessons and apply them, every setback becomes a stepping stone on the path to your success. Develop a resilient mindset. Resilience is the superpower that separates the winners from the quitters. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about having the grit and determination to bounce back every time you fall. When life knocks you down, it's easy to stay there. But resilience is what gets you back on your feet. It's about building a mindset that can weather the storms and keep going no matter what. You have to train your mind to be like a rubber band, able to stretch but never break. Resilience is about believing in yourself even when the odds are stacked against you. It's about saying, I will not be defeated no matter how many times you fail. When you develop a resilient mindset, you turn every failure into a challenge to overcome rather than an obstacle that stops you. Turn your failures into motivation. Failure has a way of lighting a fire within you like nothing else can. It fuels your desire to prove the doubters wrong, to rise above and show the world what you're made of. Every time you fail, let that failure ignite a burning desire to come back stronger. Use the disappointment, the frustration, and the doubt as motivation to work harder, smarter, and more creatively than ever before. Instead of letting failure diminish your drive, let it amplify your determination. Remember, every no you hear, every door that closes in your face is just setting you up for the bigger yes that's coming. Turn your setbacks into setups for comebacks. Channel the energy from your failures into a relentless pursuit of your goals. Let your failures be the fuel that powers your journey to success. Stay persistent. Persistence is the key to success. It's not about having a perfect plan or never making mistakes. It's about never giving up, no matter how many times you fall. The road to success is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and yes, failures. But it's those who keep pushing, who refuse to quit, who eventually reach their destination. Persistence is about having a vision for your life and being willing to do whatever it takes to make that vision a reality. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and never losing sight of your goals, even when things get tough. Remember, success is not a straight line. It's a series of twists and turns, ups and downs. But if you stay persistent, if you keep grinding, you'll find that every failure brings you one step closer to the success you've been dreaming of. Celebrate small wins along the way. In the pursuit of big dreams, it's easy to overlook the small wins, but those small wins are what keep you going when the going gets tough. They remind you that you're making progress, that you're moving in the right direction. Each small win is a victory, a milestone on the journey to your ultimate success. Celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem. Recognize the effort, the hard work, and the dedication that went into achieving them. Let them fuel your motivation and keep you hungry for more. When you take the time to celebrate your progress, you're not just acknowledging what you've accomplished, you're building the confidence and momentum needed to tackle even bigger challenges. Remember, success is a series of small wins that add up to big results. Surround yourself with positive influences. Your environment plays a huge role in how you handle failure. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, and who lift you up when you're feeling down. The right support system can make all the difference in how you bounce back from failure. Positive influences help you see the silver lining, the lesson in every setback. They remind you of your potential and push you to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. On the other hand, negative influences can drain your energy and keep you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. Be mindful of the company you keep. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who inspire you, who challenge you to be better, and who support you on your journey to success. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so choose wisely. Failure is not the end of the road, it's just a detour. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come back stronger. The secret to turning failure into success lies in your mindset, your resilience, and your willingness to keep going. Remember, every setback is just a setup for an even greater comeback. Embrace failure, learn from it, and let it be the fuel that drives you to the success you deserve.